Okay, folks, this will be a challenging one. Oh, actually, I don't know if it will be challenging. Let's see if I can make it look good anyway. Yeah, folks, I caught COVID again for the fourth time in less than 1 year. I think the buses are where I catch it because I travel a lot on buses to go to do various public demos, and when I do that, I tend to I catch COVID on the buses. So the buses are indeed a hotbed of COVID infection. And I just can't seem to avoid getting it, even though I wear a mask. But the mask I'm wearing apparently isn't a very efficient one. It just protects it, probably more than anything protects other people when I do get COVID. So yeah, enough of that. Let's see what we have here. We have here some of that lovely orange bag knitting, and we're going to fold it over like so, make it double. There's all this noise going on I can hear in the background. I think it's just someone doing leaf blowing, as they normally would on a day like today, on a weekday. I think they do it on the weekends as well when in my local area, in my unit block, but this is not in my unit block. Yeah, looks interesting, but looks a bit... unfortunately, I can't give it a good angle. Maybe we'll make it into a movement piece. I'm going to try and move it with this paper behind it. Yeah, looks interesting. Not quite what I'm after. Looks a bit wishy-washy though. Oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot to set up here the colour balance. I like the colour balance full blast. I don't know why I forgot. So there I can lighten this. That looks better now. You can see the colour in that is a lot more rich. It does look better. I'm going to put it on 200% enlargement. I think 400 is too big. It's too difficult to control. Yeah, that's come up looking more interesting. I do have a bit of a void there with the black which didn't catch the paper. Gonna try it again, folks. Yeah, that looks really interesting. I do wonder if we're going to make this into a marbled piece. I can hear some sirens in the background. When I hear sirens, it makes me think of the TV channel that I'm hoping will debut my artistic material, Channel 9, because they love emergencies, they love police, they love fire trucks, they love ambulances and shit like that. They love to hear the sirens wail and thinking, oh, goody, 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 someone's dying, someone's gonna make good news headlines because there's someone who's about to die. And someone that's been mutilated. Oh, sensationalism, folks. Yeah, sensationalism. The order of the day, or the evening news bulletin. And they don't want to play my material. I don't think it's newsy enough. It doesn't have that kind of flavour to it that these bitches want. And that looks shithouse colour-wise. It looks nice shape-wise, but I do want to get rid of that map mode. I think map mode doesn't work with this. It's too dirty. It looks too dirty now. Maybe we could lighten it a bit. But yeah, they love the sensationalism, folks. They just can't seem to get enough of this bloodlust or bloodthirst. And they don't want to play my material. Or it's to do with drugs or rich people, footy stars getting into trouble, all that sort of stuff, as well as imported materials from third world countries where there's a landslide or a flood or some boring news that has nothing to do with us here in Australia, nothing to do with us in our fucking lives. Now that's come up looking better, except it's still a bit wishy-washy. I should have turned the exposure darker. I shouldn't have lightened it like I did. But basically they just have a certain, a lot of tropes in their work, like shark attacks, murder, rape, all these tropes, all these cliches that they see as you could say, the mainstay of their work. They don't care about something offbeat like this, although they do show the occasional dog or animal rescue or some other thing just to keep the people happy. And it's just really ridiculous what you see on the news, and it's just shithouse. That looks shithouse, folks. I do like this one, but it looks too wishy-washy. But I can do something maybe with it. But basically I just get so over the news, and I'm trying to get my work out there. I'm trying to get recognised as an artist, and it's really proving to be difficult to. And if they do show artists, they show artists that have already made it in their field. They don't want to show anyone different like myself. They don't want to show anything different. They just want to show their shit, what they think. Some artist that's exhibited in the Louvre gallery or someone that's otherwise made it big, and it's really quite discouraging to see that happen when your work. I forgot to put saturation on. I've been fucking forgetful this morning. I've got memory problems, and that's another thing I hate about my life, is being disabled and not being able to focus on what I can do instead of what I can't do. I find the disability that I have is really annoying and fucked up, and I'm trying my hardest to get recognised for what I can do instead of what I can't do. And it's really difficult to do that when I'm not getting any help, when the news channels don't deem a disabled person top priority. And they can feel sorry for me, folks. I encourage that. I don't care anymore. I don't care about my pride. My pride matters not in that I'm not rich. I don't have much privilege. I get lonely. I'm not with my partner Luigi, who I'm trying to get in touch with. And I know I can't get in touch with him until I go to the 6 o'clock news. That's come up looking quite nice, the colour in that. I do think we can enlarge it on the horizontal. Maybe the vertical, I might be able to, I don't know if I'm going to cut that out or leave that in. I don't know, folks. But yeah, I don't care anymore about my pride. I don't care anymore about how I look. If I look like I'm grovelling, I don't care as long as I get on the 6 o'clock news. That's all that matters to me, folks. I've lost my sense of self-worth in that respect, but I haven't totally lost it. If it wasn't for any self-worth, I wouldn't be trying my hardest to get to the 6 o'clock news. I would have given up years ago. And I've been doing it for years. I've been working on this TV campaign now for more than a decade, more than 11 years actually, to be quite honest. I've been working on it for that long. It's been that long in the making, and it's really hard to see the end of it because people are not in the TV game are not helping. They're not doing anything useful to make my life better. They just care about themselves and their fucking money. A person like me doesn't earn much. I work in a disability job at what they call an Australian Disability Enterprise, or an ADE. I had a cord around my neck and I came out breech first, and that was the beginning of my life. So I had the odds stacked against me at day one. I could have died. You wouldn't be here listening to my talking if I had died, and I could have died, and apparently the doctors and the midwives weren't around to help bail me out, and I ended up probably with more damage than what was needed, what could have been prevented if there was someone there on the 1st of January at 5:20 in the morning. I did look it up on my birth certificate. 5:20 or 5:26 in the morning to be precise. My memory's not good. I forgot. I looked it up on my birth certificate. I was born, I think, at 5:26 a.m. on the 1st of January 1973. I have to look that up just to verify. I like to make things exact. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I do believe I have also undiagnosed high-functioning autism. And it's more difficult to diagnose autism in women and children than it is in girls than it is in boys, unfortunately. And also the brain damage has flown beneath the radar. I never got the necessary help that I got at school. I got treated like I was a troublemaker, so I had it really hard. Got teased and bullied. Probably mostly for the high-functioning autism, although being a slow learner attracted some bad attention as well from my fellow student. And basically, yeah, I really struggled, and I have got a disability that has been diagnosed, but I can't talk about it because it carries with it stigma. But it got me my disability support pension and all the necessary supports that I've got to keep me going. Adequately, even though I'd really want to make it big in the art world and make my art my primary income, and being with my partner Luigi, married and happily ever after, so to speak. My dad thinks I've got Cinderella syndrome, incidentally, and that's come up looking a treat. Gotta go.